Hey, I'm Ashley Kirk.
And I'm Aisha Thomason. And today we're going to talk about another success story.
And another one.
Another one.
This week you can bring in
Another one. Another one.
another one. No, because this is kind of like a
another
sweet,
one.
sincere story.
Well, but they gotta be fun too,
Okay. Okay. We have two nurse practitioners that I can think of that are in the same area where there was a big outbreak. They happen to be in sister facilities and both had big outbreaks at the same time. One of our nurse practitioners was very, very sick, doing telehealth visits.
Yeah, she was like doing telemed visits while she had COVID, just because she knew they needed to get done. There was no one else to do them. That was her main concern when she had COVID, was to get back in for her facility to take care of her residents, which was awesome, I think.
But the other one was in a much larger facility, and the outbreak happened much quicker, much more severe. And so I was delivering PPE to her the other day, and she tells us this story. They had the morning meeting that morning, and the administrator said, "We've got to move all these residents. They're all COVID positive. We don't have any housekeeping. They're all sick. We don't have half of our staff. Who's with me?"
Yeah.
And her and probably one other person just raised their hands and said, "All right, I'll do it." So they PPE'd up in her jumpsuit, sweating, completely soaking wet.
I mean, they were sweeping floors.
She
They were
was
cleaning.
mopping the floors.
Yeah. That's
And-
crazy.
In addition to moving residents and seeing her residents for the
Right.
day. So that afternoon, she had gone to the restroom to take her PPE off and, cool off a little bit. And she walks out, and here in front of her is the head of corporate standing in front of her. And she just was kind of caught off guard, and she said, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry for how I look." She said, meanwhile, my shirt was soaking wet, my hair was wet, and she said, "I was just so embarrassed." She said, "But he looked at her and said, 'Thank you so much for everything that you do.' He said, 'I saw you mopping floors. I know what you do and what ICP does. We saw it in the other facility, and we are so thankful.'"
It's amazing. I mean, I got chills.
Yeah.
So when everyone else, may want to kind of shy away and retreat from this tough situation that everyone's in a facility, our nurse practitioners are right there in the middle of it. They're doing what they normally do and then some. They're wearing a ton of hats in these facilities because, again, they integrate into that staff and they function almost like a facility employee in that home. So
Speaks volumes.
volumes.